one of the many overlooks here at Letchworth. Spectacular views. It's third week of August. Everything's green, but in the next 60 days the view is going to be much more colorful here. Once those once the fall season rolls in, definitely will add some color to this magnificent view. I'm not complaining one bit. The park is very busy today. Lots of folks milling around, exploring, hiking the many different trails, enjoying a nice picnic with the family and pets. Michelle and the boys are actually kayaking. They did a kayaking tour for the next 3 hours. So that's exciting. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any footage of that, but it is what it is. I get to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful, magnificent state park, the Grand Canyon of the East. Approaching the danger zone, cliffside. Here's another overlook. Foliage is in the way a little bit. Can't really see the river as much or as well. Let's see. Here we go. It's getting a little cloudier. No, okay. The sun just came out. As soon as I said that, the clouds parted. Perfect timing. You can actually hear the waterfall. I believe that's the middle fall. Okay, well, let's keep on exploring. Kind of explore one of the many hiking trails. A little history. So originally it was the home to the Seneca, who called it Sagahunda, which means Valley of Three Falls. Mary Jamison, the white woman of the Genesee, lived here with the Seneca nation. Her grave is also in the park. William Pryor Letchworth bought the land back in 1859, creating the Glen Iris Estate, and later on he donated 1,000 acres to New York back in 1906. And that's essentially when the park was officially established in 1907. And the Civilian Conservation Corps developed all these trails that you're seeing. Cabins, bridges throughout the park. In the early 1930s, and of course in 2005 the park was listed in the National Register of historic places. All right, let's take a peek at this overlook. Check it out. Check it out. Talks about the Hornby Lodge, which is across from the parking lot to this overlook. Let's see. Across the gorge from this spot, the builders of the Genesee Valley Canal were faced with a ridge of rock that obstructed the proposed route. In 1838, Elisha Johnson of Rochester obtained the contract to tunnel the 1,200 feet through the solid blockade. So we'll take a peek at the Hornby Lodge in just a moment. But in the meantime, feast your eyes on this beauty in front of us. This natural beauty formed by the Genesee River. Let's take another look. If you want to get your steps in, definitely the park for you. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. I believe that's the Middle Falls in the distance. The hiking trail continues. There we go. I'm sure we can get much closer to that waterfall. Check out the cliffs. Incredible. Wow, spectacular. So across the street is the lodge, I do believe. Maybe not. It's called the Stone House. Yep, that's the Glen Iris Inn across the way. Just another overlook, one of many. Not as pretty as the last, but there are three main waterfalls here. You have the upper, middle, and lower. And they also have the Mount Morris Dam, which is the largest concrete gravity dam east of the Mississippi. It was built back in 1954. As far as bridges, the Genesee Arch Bridge, built in 2017, which replaced the old Portage Viaduct. You might see that. A lot of wildlife out here as well. Mainly, you'll find deer, turkeys, and an occasional bald eagle. The forest is very diverse with wildlife. Let's carry on. We're gonna take a quick peek at the Glen Iris Inn, where you can get some grub, find a nice place to stay. They might have a little gift shop if I'm not mistaken. Check it out. Weather could not be any nicer. Folks enjoying a nice meal. Of course, the views and the sound of the waterfall. Let's take a peek. See what we see. Wow. Check it out, guys. That's sick. That's sick. And that right there is the Middle Falls. And I do believe this is the largest of the 3 waterfalls. This one is approximately 107 feet. The upper and the lower are approximately 70 feet. This is very stunning. I mean, it's truly breathtaking. So this park attracts approximately 800,000 visitors annually, and it is open year-round. As far as the hours of operation, they open at 6 to 11 p.m. And the entry fee to get in is $10 per vehicle. And for buses, it's $35. You can also do camping here. Rent a cabin for approximately $59 to $156 per night, or a basic campsite for roughly $32. And if you're fancy, you can definitely spend a night or two at the Glen Iris Inn. Check it out, check it out. So we have a little gift store, a little gift shop. I just feel like I went back in time by about 150 years. Wow. Okay. That's the dining area. Okay, here, how you doing? Look at the woodwork, incredible. Check this out, the woodwork is incredible.
Can you just kind of, or will I have your name?
So the manager let us come up just to go up the stairs real quick. Little sitting area up here. Okay. Yes, we had to get special permission to come up here. This area is accessible only to the guests. And there you go. A little library sitting area. Check this out. I'm glad I came up. Otherwise, we would not have seen this incredible dining room area. And check out the waterfall, the view behind this window. Wowzers. Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. All right, let's head back down. And that's the inn in a nutshell. You can feel the history walking up those stairs. I'm glad we took a peek inside. Carolina's Courtyard. You want to dine outside, enjoy the nature around you, have a couple of cocktails. Very pretty. All right, let's carry on. So this sprawling park covers 2 counties here in New York, Livingston and Wyoming counties. And like I said before, it's a great escape for the locals and those traveling long distances. Definitely a perfect blend of natural wonder, history, and adventure for all ages. I still can't get over those 550-foot cliffs and those cascading waterfalls. You really have to see it for yourself to understand. And just some interesting, mind-blowing facts. This park spans approximately 14,400 acres or so, and it's about 1.5 miles wide and 17 miles long, following the Genesee River as it carves through the dramatic gorge, with walls that are up to 600 feet high as it drops through over 3 waterfalls. And check out this mind-blowing overlook. Picture perfect. You got the train bridge going over the falls. I mean, come on now. Don't forget, for a unique twist, you can take a hot air balloon ride over this park for the most panoramic gorge views. And that happens, I do believe, I'm probably mistaken, but either Labor Day or Memorial Day weekend. Not one of those major holidays. Yeah, I can honestly hang out here all day long. People bring their picnics, lay out a blanket, and what better place is there to unwind, decompress, de-stress, and soak it all in. Incredible. Let's take a closer look, shall we? This here is one of their main attractions right here. And I don't have to explain why. Pictures worth 1,000 or 1,000,000 words. Something like that. Look at that. Lots of visitors. Unfortunately, we're not going to see the entire park as it's only 17 miles long, but you're definitely going to get a good taste of what Letchworth has to offer. Pretty large picnic tables here with concrete tops. I'm sure these tables take quite a beating from the weather elements, but you can have a nice little barbecue. Bring some charcoal, some meats. There you go. Perfect place for a family get-together. So right there, they're setting up, it looks like there's the basket for the balloons. They're prepping. There's a company hot air balloon rides. See that truck up ahead? There we go. They're gonna set it up probably for tomorrow. Unfortunately, we're gonna miss it. There's the railroad bridge. Up close and personal. And while we're observing this magnificent view, let's talk about some of the activities that you can do here at this state park. They have 66 miles of trails, including the gorge trail with the waterfall views. You can do rafting, kayaking. Outfitter offers whitewater trips on the Genesee River. I've used their service ever in the Adirondacks, and I loved it. Great time. In the winter time, you can come here to do a little cross-country skiing. snowshoeing, snowmobiling, and a little snow tubing. Other than that, there's fishing trips, swimming. They do have a pool, a summer pool. You can do some horseback riding on the trails. There's seasonal hunting. This place is paradise for bird watching. And of course, if you want to come for an air balloon, hot air balloon ride, I believe it's roughly $400 a person to take you up there. But it's an experience that you'll never forget. And I hope you're not afraid of heights. We're gonna complete our little trip here, Letchworth State Park. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are enjoying what's left of this summer 2025. On to more things to come. Wishing you guys all the best. God bless. Until next time.